What it do, flight crew? FTC. Flight team stand up! It may be May, but June is on the way. We got part 2 of the GTA, but this time it is breaking down everything that we missed because, hey, man, we ain't perfect. We was sitting there excited as hell for the new trailer that was dropped on a random Tuesday thanks to Rockstar. But, man, shout out to TGG. He's going to actually be breaking down everything that we missed, 100 things that we missed potentially in the trailer. But first, man, shout out to y'all that was linking me to site. There is this actual new gameplay activities that will be coming in GTA 6, man. All right, so start off with contracting. How do you guys feel about this and everything? This is stuff that they noticed from a trailer that we're going to be possibly being able to do. You got the bodybuilding, we know the stat. We got the robbery. Apparently, you're going to be able to do more than just stealing from cash registers and stuff. And then you're going to be able to do bank robberies, allegedly. And then you got smuggling you're going to be able to do. That's why I was literally trying to tell you guys that I really feel like GTA 6 is going to like literally copy everything that Schedule 1 is doing. Some people were just like, bro, Flight, they're not going to go that far to copy an indie game that just came out and stuff. Bro, yeah, all right, man. Now, why do you think they delayed it a year, bro? GTA is going to be snatching little things by all these other little, you know what I'm saying, crime type of games and putting them all into one, bro. Even with sports and stuff. You got community service probably get in trouble and stuff. You got drinking games, probably like bar stuff, beer pong type ish. You got underground MMA. So, bro, you got UFC literally coming to GTA, bro. You got jet skiing. You got kayaking. You got mini golf. You got fishing. You got pool. Bro, this right here, I ain't gonna lie, is what opened my eyes. Now, we did notice that there was a basketball thing in the GTA 6 trailer, but bro, I ain't gonna lie, depending on how these physics is, like, minimally, if GTA 6 has the physics of, like, Roblox, bro, I ain't gonna lie, 2K is gonna be out of business. You know what's gonna be the funny thing about this? Bro, imagine me getting dropped off 11 zip in basketball. Yo, close down all the blocks, close down all the neighborhoods, close down all the cities because your boy FlightReacts full crash out mode. You do not want to see me outside of basketball court if I get dropped off real badly. I want to know how the physics is gonna be in the basketball for GTA 6. Then you got hunting and stuff, probably bringing that Red Dead Redemption type of vibes to the game. You got gator shooting, more Red Dead Redemption type of vibes. Obviously, I think Red Dead didn't have gators because it was like placed in like the Midwest and stuff, but you guys know what I'm trying to say. You got dirt bike racing. I mean, you could ride dirt bikes, I believe, in the GTA 5. And then last but not least, you have scuba diving and potentially a lot more other things that will be coming. All right, so now going on to TGG, breaking down 100 plus things that we missed.
Absolutely nowhere, Rockstar has just dropped GTA 6 Trailer 2. Thank you to the 400,000 people who watched our reaction and breakdown stream. We dissected this trailer for 2 hours. Here is absolutely everything you missed. Keep in mind, Rockstar also released an entire new website page breaking down all of the characters we saw in the trailer, as well as almost 50 screenshots. So this trailer breakdown is only part 1. We're going to do a part 2 where we break down the entire newswire after this. The first shot gives us our first real good look at the Leonida Keys. This is based off the Florida Keys, and yes, the real name confirmed is Leonida Keys. We know that this is where Jason's
Funny thing is, I literally said that they're going to let us access at least damn near all parts of Florida with them being able to delay the game an extra year, bro. And they sit up there and they have the Florida Keys, bro. Hey.
Is going to be starting out. Just in this
bro, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not like, all right, I'll be lying if I'm not a big graphic. I definitely am a big graphics person, but obviously it's gameplay first. But, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Video games have came so far, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Video games came so far. Like I said, once again, I said in the trailer. Bro, if you wake up and didn't play video games ever in your life, and you was to see this literally looks like something that's out of a vacation book. You know what I'm saying? A tour guide. Like,
there's a lot we can take from it. There's a new boat on the bottom of your screen. There's a dinghy on the left, some sea sharks on the shore, as well as some sea life. We've got flamingos in the water. If you have a look at the top
bro, we're gonna be getting ate by megalodons.
In the back here, you'll also see a Coast Guard blimp, which we saw back in Trailer 1. They use these blimps in real life around the Florida Keys to scout for boats that are trying to come up from Cuba. So it'll be interesting to see how Rockstar uses it in the game. In the second shot, we get our first look at Jason's starting house. And there's a few things you're going to want to know about this scene. First, we get a look at Jason's personal vehicle here in the blue. If you manage to get a hold of the 2022 leaks, in those leaks, this car was actually red, but it's still the same car, so this is going to be Jason's personal vehicle. On the left, we see an iguana, as well as this car on the left, which is a Willard Eudora from GTA 5. We can also see Jason's got a basketball hoop here, and judging from the newswire that Rockstar gave us, It looks like basketball is going to be a side activity that we can actually play. Next, we're going to look at Brian. Brian is a loan shark, and from the newswire, Rockstar told us that he's going to be letting Jason live rent-free at this property as long as he helps with the local shakedowns, which is why he tells Jason to go get him his checks. Brian looks like he's going to be driving a vapid Cara 4x4 returning from GTA 5, and if you look closely, in the back of this scene right here, you can see a raccoon sneaking out of a trash can. It looks like a
damn, bro, that man TGG has motherfucking vision of an eagle, bro. How you notice a raccoon on a trash can?
Coming in and out of the Leonida Keys. You can see a cargo ship in the background here, which is a very similar ship to the one that we saw in trailer 1 back in 2023. It probably didn't take you long to notice that Jason is absolutely jacked, but we actually know why he's this big, and that's because he used to be in the army. From the newswire, we learned that Jason used to be in the army during his teenage years, but now he works for local drug runners. There's a few things we can take from this next little snippet of Jason in the car. First, he's got an army tattoo on his left shoulder. It looks like he was in the paratrooper division, judging by the skull with the parachute, and it also seems like Jason is going to be a bit of a ladies' man. He gets catcalled by one of the ladies in the Leonida Keys, and she has paw prints all over her car. This lady is going to be absolutely crazy. That'll be interesting to see. And again, if you look closely at both Jason's glasses as well as the mirrors in the car, you can see that these reflections are a massive step up over GTA 5. It actually looks like we have working reflections in GTA 6, which is a massive upgrade.
Oh no, I didn't notice.
Jason getting Brian's money, like Brian told him to. This looks like it's in one of the local shops around the Leonida Keys. The shop's got rocks, crystals on the counter. You know what type of shop this place is. I'm sure we've all seen them. We then see Jason breaking into the cash register, getting some money, and there's a guy passed out in the background. Judging by the lighter and the 420 packet on the right side of the cash register, I'm sure you can tell why he's passed out. We then move to
they got that duck back in there, man. Hey, man, that's how they looking like off this duck, man. That's crazy.
Packet on the right side of the cash register. I'm sure you can tell why he's passed out. We then move to a shot of Jason driving on a highway. We see some rednecks in the truck in front.
Funny thing is, I didn't notice this till now, the second time. Bro, so if you're from Florida, bro, you'll know that the highways is called I-95. Bro, they got I-97.
We also see some...
Because like I said, they can't really physically call, even like for the vehicles and stuff too. Now, for RP, it's obviously different because they have more mods they can do. But like, when it comes to the actual mainstream, actual game, like copies that will be sold, that's not modded, you can't just like take the name, like you have to get that trademark and stuff. And I-95, bro, that's been around for years, hundreds of years, I believe. So, you know, they have to just, it's probably easier for them to save money by just calling it something else.
5, like the Coquette on the left, as well as getting a better look at just what...
Oh, they got the Coquette back. The Coquette is, I believe, is basically the same thing as a Corvette.
Doing around the map.
But in GTA, it's called a Coquette.
Well,
they had that in GTA 5 too.
Which really shows how much more lifelike this world is going to feel. If you have a look at the road sign, we get some new confirmed locations like the Vice City International Airport, Ambrosia, which is actually going to be the 3rd city. That's right, GTA 6 isn't just going to have Vice City, it's also going to have Port Delhorn as well as Ambrosia. So 3 cities, plus the Leonida Keys, so possibly 4 if you count the Leonida Keys as an extra city. But as for all of these locations, we'll go over that in the newswire and info breakdown video that I'll be doing shortly after this one. Here we see Jason at an outdoor gym. As for where this is on the map, we can see Ocean View Drive in the background here, so this is near the beach. These women are very impressed with Jason, so I think, as I mentioned before, he's definitely going to be a ladies' man. We'll have to see what Lucia thinks about that. And he's bench pressing 120 kilos. Not a 1 rep either, he's repping that out. This guy is very strong. And this essentially confirms one of the most highly requested features in GTA for a very long time, and that's the gym system. So gyms look like they're going to be returning in GTA 6. In this short scene, we see Jason walking out of a convenience store with some Patriot beer, but there's a few things we can take from this shot.
Oh, he's a Patriot fan.
So there's going to be a bunch of animals around the map, of course, as well as someone buying a lottery ticket.
I noticed there was a cat. You see that?
Millionaire every week, Leonida Lottery. It'll be interesting to see if we can actually buy.
It's definitely super Florida, bro. Bro, funny stuff, bro. I would literally be hating people, bro. I'll be in line in the gas station and stuff, seeing them get lotto tickets, like knowing damn well. Obviously, everybody got a 0.1% chance of winning that lottery. But bro, yo, people be just really on those lotto tickets, bro. And I'd be just like, dog, like, come on, man. Like, you holding up the line and cop these tickets, bro. You're not gonna win.
Funny if we eventually win $1 million. As Jason walks out the door, you again see.
Hey, low key on some like they need to actually make that like a thing. Like, you should be able to buy lotto tickets in GTA. And like, bro, imagine you hit the $16.5 million lotto, bro. Everybody's sitting up there having to grind out their cash, and you get lucky and come up.
His personal vehicle, as well as a homeless guy begging for money. So all of those random encounters we had in Red Dead Redemption 2, GTA 6 looks like it's taking that to an entirely new level. It's going to be absolutely insane. In this shot, we see Jason driving to the prison to pick up Lucia, which we'll get to in a second, but this shot gives us a lot of new info as well. First, we can see the Vice City metro system up on the bridge on the right here. We're going to be able to ride around in this just like we were in GTA 5. We saw this back in the 2022 leaks. We can also see some sort of cop bust on the left here. They're arresting a handful of people. People are up against the wall. We've got your standard Vice Dale cop car here, as well as our first look at an undercover cop car. We did have police interactions with random NPCs in GTA 5, but nothing to this level. So while we're driving around the streets, we're going to see random cop busts like this, by the looks of it. A few people might get confused and think that this is the shape of the GTA 6 map on the wall here. That's actually just the shape of Haiti, which is why it says Haiti right next to it. So I just thought we'd clear up that confusion before anyone jumps to conclusions. We can also see that Jason has longer hair now. So it looks like our hair is going to grow out and there's going to be a bunch of different hairstyles. I could
now that he said that, I think it'll be really realistic if GTA does it. Like, let's say if you start out with like a small fro or even waves, if you don't get a cut in like a certain time period of like the game's time frame, or even let's say you hop on GTA like on a Sunday, right? Because obviously they're gonna have to speed it up a little bit in terms of time frame because it's a video game. But like, let's say you hop on GTA on a Sunday with your creative player or whatever, right? Or in story mode character, and you don't get on the game until like Thursday, bro. You should be able to see like their beard starting to grow in a little bit more, their hair getting a little bit like their edge up, like everything and stuff like that getting a little bit crusty. Bro, like I said, with them delaying the game for an extra 12 months, bro, it's not too much to ask for, bro. It's little things and everything, bro. It's gonna give the game more longevity.
Every single scene and point out all of the different hairstyles, but if you look closely enough, you're going to see hundreds of different hairstyles throughout this trailer. Character customization is going to be absolutely next level. Next, we move to the prison, and we get the full name reveal for both Jason and Lucia. Lucia Caminos and Jason Duval. Now, the prison guard asks if he's seen Jason here before, which is definitely going to drum up a lot of speculation in the community. It's hard to tell exactly what he means by this. Is he implying that Jason was a prisoner? Is he implying that Jason has visited Lucia a lot in here? Or is he implying that Jason is a cop? It's pretty vague at this point, and I think that's intentional from Rockstar, so we're just gonna have to wait and see. At the 1 minute mark, we get our first look at Lucia in trailer 2, and the first thing you might notice is, yes, she's wearing an ankle monitor. And this ankle monitor stays on throughout the entire trailer. So it looks like this is gonna be some sort of gameplay mechanic that Rockstar uses to keep us to certain parts of the map.
Yo, now thinking about it, bro, I don't know how realistic the law enforcement is on the GTA 6. That's going to be another realistic thing too. Like, bro, if you get like a certain wanted level, like let's say you get like up to 3 stars and you happen to get caught, bro. Like, bro, they should be able to you should be able to have like they put like a house arrest on you and stuff. And you have like, you know, the usual typical guidelines you have when you on house arrest. You have a curfew, all that type of ish, bro. And if you like sit up there and leave the house, if you sit up there and cut the ankle monitor off, you get a wanted level and stuff like that. Like, bro, they gonna have to be real. If you maybe also too, because some people would probably be like, oh, bro, like I just want to free roam. I don't want to have to get, you feel me, caught. And then I got to deal with the house arrest. Maybe they can be a setting where you can turn off that type of stuff. But I think they should add it in there if they want to, you feel me, make it work.
Many romance scenes in trailer 2 here. Rockstar's really trying to nail home the point that these two are a couple, and we can expect a lot of that in the game. And in case you had any questions, yes, the ankle monitor does stay on. We then cut directly to a bank heist. Now, personally, I don't think this is going to be near the start of the game. I could be wrong. He's wearing heist gear, and they're robbing the Sin Frontiera National Bank, which is a pretty big bank by the looks of it. I could be wrong, but I don't think this is going to take place near the start of the game. I think Rockstar is intentionally putting these scenes a little bit out of order to throw us off. But we get shots of both Jason and Lucia controlling hostages in this heist, so the gameplay switching between the two of them during the heist should be pretty fun. We then cut to yet another.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Story mode bank robbery heists don't hit the same as if you're like online. You remember we played GTA back in the day? We would have like the bank heists and stuff with like Zane, Snaggy Hoes and stuff like that, and Royce, I believe. I think those always hit a little bit better online, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm not going to be playing the story mode at all, bro. I'm not a walkthrough story mode type of play, bro. The first day GTA 6 is out, bro, I'm hopping straight into the online mode. Now, for granted, hopefully the server, which we all know, the server is going to be down minimally for 2 weeks. I believe the server is going to be down online for at least 2 months, bro. Because GTA 5, you got to remember, the community was nowhere near as large as what it is now in terms of just like the gaming world when it comes to like the streaming and YouTube. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot more bigger now, and it's probably going to be, no, it's not probably, it will be 2 times bigger by the time May 26th, you know what I'm saying, is around for next year. So, bro, just be prepared for them servers to crash. But I really hope they got their, you know what I'm saying, the hamster wheel servers on deck, man. Like, they need
in the trailer.
They need to come right.
If you haven't watched it yet, for whatever reason. Here we see Jason and Lucia at a bar in the Leonida Keys, and this definitely looks like it takes place shortly after Jason picks up Lucia from prison. Jason says to new beginnings, and Lucia sort of mocks him, makes fun of him, which gives us a fair bit of insight into how the dynamic between these two should work. Jason's gonna be a bit more of the more serious ex-military guy, and Lucia seems like she's gonna be the more lighthearted one. The two of them are sitting on the pier having a few drinks, and we also get a look at a new boat, the Pure Predator, as both of them get a little bit tipsy and they're looking
Pure Predator is crazy.
We see this very expensive yacht returning from trailer 1 as well, and man, this game looks absolutely stunning. Here we see Jason doing some work for Brian at Brian's hangar. We can assume again this takes place near the start of the game because Brian is based in the Leonida Keys, of course. And we get our first look at another character, Cal. As for what we know about Cal Hampton, Rockstar tells us he's a friend of Jason's and a fellow associate of Brian's. Cal feels safest hanging at home, snooping on Coast Guard comms with a few beers and some private browser tabs open. So he's gonna be Jason's friends and maybe kinda GTA 6's version of Lester, but we'll have to wait and see exactly what Cal is capable of. In this shot, we're gonna look at 3 garbage collectors, one of them, this one, being Lucia by the looks of it, which makes sense. She just got out of prison, she's gotta do community service. Jason takes Lucia to his house that Brian's letting him rent for free, and Lucia says, "Trust me, this is just the start for us." Of course, implying that there are bigger and better places ahead. Also, side note, Jason has a massive pet snake in here, so it makes me wonder if this is just gonna be some sort of decoration or if we're actually gonna be able to have pets in the game.
Bro, it's literally GTA 6 / Sims and stuff. Like, bro, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Like, bro, GTA 6, here's what I'm gonna tell you, this is probably gonna be the biggest and most selling video game in history, bro. Like, GTA 6 is literally, how can I explain it, bro? Like, just think of it like on some DBZ-ish. All right, so you realize, I think it was it Cell? It was Cell. You notice how Cell got stronger by using that little pointy tail and just basically absorbing all the energy of all the enemy's powers, right? Bro, GTA 6, they're literally taking everything from the highest selling games and the most popping games over the last 5 to 10 years and going like these, like on some Cell type of ish, bro. Like, bro, absorbing a little bit of powers from 2K. Let's take a little bit of 2K's ideas and animations and their basketball, just theme or whatever. All right, let's take the Sims. Let's take Schedule 1. Let's take, you know what I'm saying, if you remember the Need for Speed game, the Burnout type of games and stuff like that, Midnight Club, LA Remix, they're going to take all that type of stuff, bro. They're going to take the Red Dead Redemption powers and stuff like that, bro. GTA 6 is basically going to be every game all in one, bro. I ain't going to lie, the sad thing is, bro, like I said already, bro, GTA 6 come out, bro, all these video game companies need to step up. Like, bro, 2K26, bro, that is going to be the last 2K I give a chance to. Like, 2K, this is why I feel like all the games that's going to be dropping up and coming, like 2K26, Madden 26, a new Call of Duty for next year, I personally believe it's going to be these 2 things. The games that will be coming out, especially the sports and the first-person shooter games, they will literally be either the best games ever dropped or the worst games. And once it's the worst games, everybody going to stop playing them, bro. Like, bro, I know Ronald and Mike Wayne, I feel like it could be either a good or bad thing. We not hearing from them like that because, bro, they working day-to-day 25/8 to make sure 2K26 is up to par, bro, because they know this is their final chance. Bro, if that game don't last more than 2 weeks, 2K is really going to go out of business, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing for EA. Same thing if you remember back in the day where like the football game, 2K, ESPN 2K, NFL, you guys remember that where the 2K had a license for the football games, bro. Once Madden came out, you feel me, they went out of business and stuff, bro. It's going to be the same thing with like Madden, bro. All these video game companies, this is the perfect time to literally bring everything in the kitchen sink and apply it to the game, bro. Because you have one flawed thing, ain't nobody going to hop on. I'm not going to be hopping on the game, bro. Trust me, bro. If 2K26 is a flop, it don't last past a month, bro, that's going to be the last time I ever play the game. And I will stand on that, bro.
In the next scene, we see Jason, Lucia, and Cal celebrating. It's unclear exactly.
Like, I would be a straight up GTA 6 and Call of Duty, you feel me, type of
likely just celebrating Lucia
game
getting out of
person.
prison. Cal yells out, "Ring the bell," and the entire bar cheers. Even just looking at this shot, coming from GTA 5, you can see so many minor improvements. First, all of the hairstyles on everyone, but even down to small details like looking at the bar fridges here. These are 3D fully animated objects this time, not the 2D objects we had in GTA 5's convenience stores and bars. In typical Vice City fashion, where you see Jason and Lucia Lucia on a
Bro,
yacht.
y'all was losing y'all mind, bro, when Lucia had the that dress on. You freaky ass boys, bro.
Really expensive boat here. Both of them looking a lot more dressed up.
Some of y'all, bro, some of y'all freak ass, bro. Y'all don't be buying a game just so you can do explicit things, man. I know y'all, man. I know y'all. I ain't fooling nobody.
Jason and Lucia
GTA 6 is a front for the Gooners, bro, to come out alive, man.
To celebrate and have a good time, or if this is some sort of scope out mission. But it looks like Lucia is wearing the same dress that we saw her wear in trailer 1 when she was hanging out at the top of the convertible. So most likely that car scene takes place right after this one. You probably noticed by now in this shot that there is going to be insane customization for both Jason and Lucia. We've seen both characters look completely different in a handful of scenes already. So anyone worried that the character customization isn't going to be up to scratch, it doesn't look like you're going to have to worry. We then cut to a scene in the car with Jason and Lucia where Jason says, we're going to do this, we're going to do it right. And if you look out the window, you can see some bikers. So this most likely is going to be one of the starting encounters in the game where they're working with a local biker gang. We then get a continuation of the yacht scene from before, this time in a club called 919. Now, if you remember back to trailer 1, there was a plane carrying a banner that said Y69 when you can 919. Well, that plane was actually advertising this club. Now, it doesn't look like this is going to be a strip club. We get a look at that shortly, but this just looks like it's going to be one of the nightclubs in the city. In this scene here, this character in the white tank top says, "Yo D, this fool a Fed," which again might be playing into the fan theories that Jason.
Oh, here's another hairstyle too. They got longer, like the straight back type of braids. You got the pop smoke braids right here. Yeah, bro.
An undercover cop. It's hard to say if he actually is at this point.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. GTA 6, bro. Salute to y'all, bro. You know what I'm saying, for stepping up the hairstyles, dog. 2K don't get it, bro. Fuck Ronald and fuck Mike Wayne, man. Y'all think this is a game, bro? 2K26, bro. They either gonna be the best game ever or they going out of business, bro. It ain't nothing in between, man. It's been way too long.
And if you're wondering who D is, that's this character on the left here. His name's Draquan Priest. As for what we know about Draquan at the moment, we'll break that down in the next video. But for now, Rockstar says Draquan was always more of a hustler than a gangster. Even when he was dealing on the streets to make ends meet, breaking into music was the goal. So most likely, Jason was meeting with Draquan, and Draquan introduced Jason to these guys, and we're not too sure who these guys are just yet. Same goes with this shot here. We're not too sure who these guys are just yet, but it's quite clear that the graphics look absolutely awesome here. The lighting is on point.
I like the barrel twist on Buddy.
Way better than it did back in trailer 1. Seriously, this almost looks like real life.
It's
getting close, man. This is insane. Here we see Jason and Lucia breaking out of some sort of apartment building. Jason's wearing a black tank top this time, so it's not a continuation from the previous scene, but the cops have a helicopter chasing after them. We get footage of a police raid, as well as Brian telling Jason they've got your name, address, they got everything, which looks like this is going to be one of the catalysts forcing Jason and Lucia to move out of the Leonida Keys and onto Vice City. We then get 2 looks at this new police chief or police character here. He says, "Us cops, we gotta protect each other." And I think Rockstar intentionally put this character on the left side of the screen here. We don't know who this character is on the very left here. I'm sure a lot of people are gonna predict that this is Jason. It could be, maybe. Like, this shirt does look similar to the shirt that he's wearing in the previous scene, but it's really hard to tell. I'm not sold on the Jason being a cop thing yet. This shot shows Jason, of course, shooting out of a moving car, but this is actually a massive improvement over GTA 5. If you remember in GTA 5, when you would shoot out of a car, your character would just stick his arm out the window. In GTA 6, your character is gonna stick pretty much their whole body out the window. And you're gonna get more of a third person over the shoulder look when you shoot out of a car this time. We get our first look at this character in trailer 2. I believe she was in trailer 1, the girl's standing on top of the car. This character's name is Bay Lux, and Rockstar actually gave us a bit of info on her. So she's part of an influencer duo named Real Dimes. Bay Lux and Roxy, aka Real Dimes, have been friends since high school. Girls with the savvy to turn their time shaking down local dealers into cold, hard cash via spicy rap tracks and a relentless social media presence. So they're influencers, rappers, and again, we saw that in trailer 1 when they were on top of the car. Also in the background, we get another look at the Vice City Metro. Again, just confirming we can use this to travel around the map if we want. Here we get our first look at Port Gellhorn, outside of a motel named the Starlet Motel. Port Gellhorn is going to be based on the left side of the map, and we can see yet another new haircut on Jason. Here we can see Lucia actually fighting some guy, which is cool. So not only are we going to get gyms in GTA 6, it also looks like fighting is going to be returning, and there's going to be fight clubs. We then cut to a police chase with Lucia shooting a grenade launcher out the back.
You know I have a nice ass idea, bro, and nobody ain't gonna take this, so make sure y'all clip it just in case. But bro, I can't wait for this GTA 6 online because, bro, I thought of it as a fire idea. So you remember when we was playing GTA 5 back in the day, bro? Like, I think like the 2019 era-ish. Bro, we would host, like, you know what I'm saying, like team deathmatch, like, you know what I'm saying, like the shootouts and stuff we would do. And then we would host like the boxing matches, bro. We gonna be hosting them little underground, like the UFC matches and stuff like that, bro, and just basically have everything together and stuff, dog. Like, that'd be
Looks
that
absolutely
hit.
awesome, but we also get a look at 3 police cars. We've got a police riot van on the left, we've got a police buffalo in the middle, as well as what looks like a new car in GTA 6, but the real-life equivalent of this is a Ford Explorer. We then see Jason and Draquan reacting to something on his
Bro, I
phone.
thought that was Jettis. This is Draquan.
We can see a bunch of pedestrians in the background here as well, doing some cardio or yoga on the left. We see a dog on the right. This looks like a new type of dog in GTA. As for where this is exactly, it looks like it takes place in the main Vice City section of the map, kinda close to the basketball stadium. We can tell because we can see the Ferris wheel on the left side here. And one of the shots Rockstar gave us in the newswire actually gives us perspective as to where
I think it would be pretty dope too, because they have it in Miami. It's right there. That's supposed to be the Miami Heat Stadium, I believe. Bro, imagine if you're able to go to the basketball game and it's just like, obviously they can't have the copy and paste Miami Heat, but I think it would be pretty cool if like you can like, let's say you're in online and you want to have a make-believe like date night or whatever. I feel like little things like that, you should be able to go into like the stadiums, like go to the football game, hockey game, basketball games or whatever like that, and just like catch a vibe and stuff like that at the arena.
Draquan himself is wearing a Manatees shirt, which looks like it's going to be the Vice City football team, and he's wearing a basketball hat from the screenshot that Rockstar gave us in the newswire. This is going to be the Vice City Narcos, the basketball team. Here we've got a Fast and Furious 6 inspired scene maybe. We see Lucia getting absolutely body slammed out the side of a plane. You can see the plane's relatively close to the ground here. The wheels are still down as well. So this plane just took off by the looks of it. And this woman is absolutely jacked as well. So lots of different body types going to be available in GTA 6. Speaking of Fast and Furious, we have a Fast 5 inspired heist scene here where one of our characters seems to be pulling a safe along behind them. I can already tell this is going to be a super fun mission. Having a heist like this has actually been rumored for, I want to say 4 years now. So either someone knew about this heist years ago and leaked it, or they just got completely lucky with their guess. Here we see some sort of influencer saying, "Save Vice City, baby." Jason and Lucia don't look too impressed with this kid, but again, just confirming that social media is going to play a pretty big role in the game. This scene shows us more of the Vice Beach side of the city, and we see a bunch of cars, which we'll get into in a second, but again, it's cool just to see what all of the different NPCs are doing.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Depending on how, I mean, we can still get away with it anyway, GTA 6. We all know that, like, let's say you first starting out and everything, and you know that you don't have the most money and stuff when you start out in GTA in general. Bro, you just got to go to the Miami Beach and you're going to see all the luxury cars. So that's where everybody be having their luxury cars at.
Photos, we've got
so you can come up big if you just hit the city. You just got to find a way to escape.
Out the side of a car while another
that shit clean right there. That's supposed to be a Mercedes on the rims.
Films them. There's going to be a lot going on all the time. As for the cars, at the front here, we've got a new variant of the Benefactor Shafter. And have a look at the rims on this one.
That shit nice. That's that Texas type of culture right there, I believe. Yo.
Absolutely
clean.
Crazy. We've got a new
Florida culture cars is definitely the city. Like Florida and Texas culture when it comes to like car games is kind of similar and stuff. You know what I'm saying? We all like nice rims and like, you know what I'm saying, that type of stuff. But definitely believe Texas, correct me if I'm wrong, with them type of rims had the
or Lamborghini in the green here as well. We've got the classic blue with the white striped Banshee that we see in a bunch of GTA games. Behind that, we can see what looks to be some sort of Growler or Porsche.
That's supposed to be a Porsche type.
Kind of hard to tell exactly what car this is. And then we've got a new variant of the Imponte Phoenix behind that one. This hotel is called the Clevelander in real life, but in GTA 6, this is the Ocean View Hotel. We saw this in trailer 1, and now we get a much closer look. Got a lot of ladies dancing, both up top and down bottom. So the nightlife on Vice Beach is going to be absolutely popping. Here we get another look inside one of the strip clubs, because there's going to be more than one, Rockstar confirmed in the newswire, but again, we'll go over that in the next video. But this is a look inside one of the clubs called Jack of Hearts. This is the club that we saw in trailer 1, if you were wondering. And then we get confirmation that Ammunition is returning. This time it's going to be called Phil's Ammunition, or at least one of the shops is going to be called Phil's Ammunition. There's a few other things we can see in this shot. Of course, most noticeably, we got the birds outside. But if you look to the left of the TV, we've got what looks to be some sort of parody of the PlayStation 5. You can also see the controller on the table here. But for anyone who's excited about the graphics, the reflections on this photo frame on the left side of the screen here are looking very nice. And if you actually have a look at the beer that's on the table, you can see the bubbles coming up from the beer in the bottle. Jason's fallen asleep watching the TV, he's passed out, and Lucia looks to be coming home from some community service. Here we get our first look at the Everglades in trailer 2, which we have confirmation from Rockstar this area is going to be called the Grass Rivers. Jason is flying this Buzzard.
I literally was right. I literally said the Everglades in the trailer.
So the Buzzard helicopter is returning, this time with a mounted machine gun on the side, as Jason's chasing down someone in an airboat. Here we see some NPCs driving around in a Sea Shark, as well as a bunch of people hanging around this yacht in the background. So there's going to be a bunch of NPCs NPCs not just on the streets and in and around Vice City, but also out in the water, having pool parties and just having a good time. Here we see Jason driving a motorbike on his way to a car robbery. He's going to steal a car out of the back of one of these trucks. Hey, more heists is a good thing. Heists are fun, robberies are fun, I'm here for it. We get another little romance scene here with Jason and Lucia again, but this time they're in a different location. They're in a motel, most likely the Starlet Motel in Port Gellhorn that we saw Jason at before.
Bro, the physics, bro, this just looked like real life, bro. Like
Jason and Lucia fighting off the
wild
police in a boat. It looks like this could be a new boat, or this could be the Lamborghini boat from GTA 5. Kind of hard to tell at this point. We fast forward to another robbery with Jason and Lucia, and Jason is doing his best Jimmy impression from GTA 5, where Jimmy falls off the boat into Michael's car. This time it's Jason. Only 2 more scenes to go. We've got Cal asking Jason, most likely, if you've got friends, hook me up. Cal, most likely, gonna be single. Hopefully Cal finds someone throughout the story. He seems like a funny guy. And for our final shot, we have Jason and Lucia driving across a bridge into Vice City with what looks to be the same car that we saw at the end of trailer 1. So it looks like they start in the Leonida Keys, move on to Port Gellhorn, maybe Ambrosia, and then into Vice City. Grand Theft Auto 6 pops up at the end with the new release date, May 26, 2026. A few things here as well. Again, just confirming it's not coming to PC on release. But
whoa, PC players, how do y'all feel about that? Now, I will be honest, we don't play PC. We're on a PS5, PS5. I was gonna say PS6. But no, all jokes aside, hey, I ain't gonna lie, they low-key fumbling a bag right there, man. Like, because I feel like, honestly, with just, like, how popular streaming is becoming, a lot more people are, like, transferring to that, like, PC type of,
that all of this was captured
style.
on PS5, which is really sick to see. So this is genuinely what we can expect.
Didn't they say that they're gonna have RP though in GTA 6? Like, it comes with the game, like, in it, actually?
And that is absolutely everything you missed in GTA 6 Trailer 2. That was a long breakdown, a lot longer than Trailer 1. We saw a ton of stuff. Is there anything else I missed? If there was, let me know in the comments down below.
Hey, man, shout out to TGG, man. Hey, man, expect a lot more, bro, this is always what we're going to have to work with, man. Expect a lot more GTA 6 type of update videos like this. Similar to how he was doing like the NCAA news vids and stuff like that, bro. Because we got a year, man. I'm trying to get all my knowledge up there, bro, so we don't be looking lost day one when the game comes out and everything, man. So